Dozens of Calgary high school students were confronted with images they say they didn't want or need to see today. A very vocal anti-abortion group picketed outside their school as part of a graphic campaign against Ottawa. But this protest is just the tip of the iceberg. The group is also planning to target you in your home. And we should warn you, some of the images are disturbing. Kathy Lee explains.
We're kids, it's our lunch period, and they're plastering pictures of aborted fetuses everywhere. It's revolting.
This is the reaction from many students who were met with a handful of anti-abortion protesters.
It's kind of gross because we have a shopping center and there's parents who take their children out and they're always walking by and they're just having posters here. I mean, what are these children going to think?
Activists armed themselves with graphic posters of images depicting aborted fetuses and handed out flyers. Many students say they were more angered over how the information was being distributed rather than the message. The flyers aren't just being handed out at high schools. The graphic images are being distributed in neighborhoods, in people's mailboxes, in plain sight. Alexis McLean received a flyer in the mail Monday evening.
I was upset and I was concerned about my children seeing it and also for myself. I don't think any sort of graphic image like that should be delivered to a home.
The images are disturbing to look at because ending the life of a tiny human being is a very disturbing thing.
Since the campaign takes aim at the Harper government, McLean paid a visit to Stephen Harper's office to alert them.
There are better ways to communicate your message than to offer flyers like this.
The medical community is also reacting. Pam Krause says the statement on the flyer that reads, "Abortions can happen in Canada up to 9 months of pregnancy," is misleading. While legal, medical associations across Canada have clear ethical guidelines for doctors, urging them to perform abortions generally up to 20 weeks. Late abortions are only done in the most urgent, life-threatening situations.
Currently in Alberta, you can access an abortion to 19 weeks, 6 days, and that's it. If there's a severe abnormality of the fetus, so it is not viable, then the medical community will look at that.
Kathy joins us now. So Kathy, any idea how many late pregnancy terminations are really done in this country?
Well, not many, Tara. In fact, Stats Canada says of all the surgical abortions done in Canada, just 0.3% are done past the 20-week mark. That's a third of 1%. 90% of abortions done in Canada are done between the 5 to 12 weeks mark.
Okay, so what else does this campaign entail?
Well, Tara, the group says that this is just the beginning of a 5-week campaign. It intends to distribute a different flyer every single week with a different politician's face next to the images. Its goal is to distribute about 250,000 of these flyers over the next 4 months. Now, I did speak with CPS, and members tell me that there is nothing illegal about protesting in front of high schools as long as it was done on the sidewalk, which it was. And also, it is not illegal to distribute flyers to homes, even though in this case, you know, the content was a bit disturbing to some people.
Okay, Kathy, thank you. Actress and human